Hello Star Souls and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy this reading. So this is going to be about your life purpose. We're going to see what your life purpose is, what does it present itself as right now, and where are you on with your journey with it. Guidance, intuitive messages, all about your life purpose. So we've got three piles: pile number 1, pile number 2, and number 3. Pile number 1 is the amethyst. I hope you can see this on camera. If not, I'm really apologizing. So pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the tiger's eye. And pile number 3 is the opal, or some people use interchangeably opal and moonstone, but this is specifically an opal, so I don't know if it's also considered a moonstone. I think there was a slight difference, but it's still as pretty. So you can pause the video, take your time, meditate on the cards, whatever you have to do. And we're gonna get started, right, with pile number 1. Also, disclaimer, if you hear me drinking something, I usually bring my coffee with me. So this is what the weird noises are from. Okay, hello pile 1 and welcome to your life purpose reading. Let's see what messages you've got. Oh, before I open up the cards, for pile number 1, when I was preparing the piles, I had this channeled vision of Hogwarts. Yep, as in Harry Potter. Hogwarts and all the professors and teachers in the classrooms and flying books and everything. So some of you, pile number 1, you're actually studying magic, alchemy, occultism, things like this. You're actually studying this. It's actually tied to your life purpose. For others, whatever your education is, whatever you're learning, whatever courses you've signed up for, you're learning how to create magic in the world with what you know, with your knowledge. So even if you're a lawyer, a nurse, a policeman, or whatever, whatever job you have, whatever degree, diploma you have, whatever you've learned, you are also now learning how to make magic with it, how to create magic in people's lives, in your life. Also, I'm getting that for pile number 1, you're gonna be very surprised with where your commitments take you. This is what I'm hearing for you now. Your commitments will take you to unexpected destinations because you didn't know that committing to this thing could help you get that far. I feel like some of you are minimizing your studies, or the things you've invested your time and energy in. You're minimizing their potential, and you shouldn't do that. So let's get into your cards. What do you need to know about your life purpose now? Okay. So I will go intuitively with these cards. For those of you who are aware of this deck, or you're working with it, and if you don't think the meanings match, it's because I like to channel intuitively. So I do see traveling by ship, by boat, going on a vacation, being an important, essential part of actually getting this inspiration for your life purpose. Yeah, for some of you, this is more of a specific message, so it won't apply to the majority, but some of you will actually travel by ship, maybe simply overseas. You feel drawn to a specific destination. You may feel drawn to foreign lands. I see you going somewhere with a different culture, with a different language. This is allowing you to see that you can be very adaptable, you can get out of your comfort zone and survive, because some of you have been quite stuck in your comfort zone, I would say, or you feel trapped by life events and you feel like you can't leave it even if you wanted to. So your life purpose this year will take you out of it. You're going on a journey. Let's open the rest of the cards. Okay, we've got the Hermit reversed. Yes, you're definitely leaving your comfort zone, you guys. And Mother Earth. Okay, so some of you are taking things on a global scale. You're learning that the entire planet could be your home. You're looking for rescue, for home, somewhere foreign, like foreign countries, lands, even with foreign people. Many of you are both introvert and extrovert people. I think the word was ambivert. I think that was the term. But essentially, what I'm getting is that you're going on a journey, and the place where you arrive at will be much more supportive of your vision. Everything you've seen in your mind's eye for yourself, for your lifestyle, is manifesting through this journey, through going somewhere far from where you currently are. Some of you, I do see humanitarian activities, maybe cleaning the beach, the ocean, or something like that. You could be involved in ecological projects as well. Some of you might be studying biology, is what I'm getting. Something with biology. Some of you, I see it is very possible if you're studying these things, if you're into these things, you could actually you're aligning with working on projects for technological advancement, creating like fuel, like different type of fuel, or creating I'm sorry. So creating fuel or replacements for plastic bags, something like this. I see you guys, many of you really going into the ecological projects. For those of you who are studying magic, occult stuff, because this is something I channeled in my channeled message, I do see you going. This feels like, I know it sounds very cliche, but like Egypt or the Mayans temples. I do see you guys going in these sacred to these sacred sites. I also see you learning, finding mentors on esoteric knowledge. But regardless, for pile number one, it's all about human advanced lifestyle. Basically, how do I put it otherwise? Um, you start to live a life, a lifestyle. You start to embody belief systems and to integrate belief systems that are very advanced. It's almost like you're channeling the future in your life purpose right now? Ooh, the dead end. Okay. Okay, pile one. To me, this is the energy I channeled previously about you feeling stuck in your comfort zone, feeling like life events have been keeping you at one place when you want to move. But some of you might feel lost because perhaps you're transitioning right now from what you believed to be your life purpose to something else. You might be going from something spiritual into something more scientific or vice versa. Some of you here might actually struggle to be parents, specifically to be moms. You might struggle with that, you might have blockages around that. Maybe you don't want it and it happened, or maybe you want it and it doesn't happen. What I see in this card, in the dead end, is actually an opportunity for a new journey. Yeah, I just see many of you stuck in this one particular area, this one particular place, and struggling to move out of it, to move beyond it. Maybe the dead end for many of you was actually a gift so that you can contemplate on what you truly want and what you've been aligning yourself with. Because imagine putting so much energy into something and then you realize maybe it wasn't the right thing. Maybe you were too quick to judge what's your path, what's the correct path for you. Also, I'm getting that some of you, people are trying to reach for you, but they can't. Like, they can't access your energy, your time, your resources. Maybe you feel more introverted than usual right now. Maybe you feel like you want to pull away. You don't want to share yourself with people. You've become more possessive of your energy. You've become more possessive of your vibratory field. You don't want to just let anyone in. Some of you might be facing dead ends in relationships, and I'll tell you why. I think where you're going will not include some of the people that are in your life now. So it's almost like subconsciously you're self-sabotaging relationships before even it's the time for them to end. So be careful with that, even if people are meant to live your life, it doesn't have to be dramatic and painful. Because I am getting that many of you can intuitively foresee that certain things are gonna be out of your life. And I see you guys, because these things are leaving, you might be sabotaging them. Because it's almost like, well, it's gonna leave my life anyway. This person is not gonna be in my life anyway. I might as well tell them everything I think about them, be a little bit rude, and this can apply to any situation in your life that is not gonna be present anymore in the near future. So be careful, because this can actually create more karmic entanglements than to free space. which would happen. Space would be freed when these people or things in your life leave. But if you actually try to sabotage them, even if it's subconscious, you create more karma than if you just let it work itself out. So right now, I know you might feel tempted to remove certain things of your life, but be careful that you don't get too much ahead of yourself. Because you're very futuristic oriented people, you might get ahead of yourself. Everything that pile 1 needs to know about their life purpose. Okay guys, I think you're idealizing something, because I had this vision of you looking through a window, and what was important was how the window, there's a frame, right? And you see only what is within the frame. But there were things outside of the window's frame, but they were still there and you couldn't see them. You were idealizing a picture. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Maybe you want to rush the process of something manifesting because you think it's gonna be the ideal, perfect life. But Spirit is saying not so quick. Really, not so quick, pile 1. Queen of Pentacles, preserve your energy. The Queen of Pentacles and Mother Earth are very similar to me. They both represent fertility. And the Two of Swords. Okay, let's take some time with these cards. Let's sit with them. You can fasten the speed of the video if you think I'm a little bit too slow with channeling the messages. Okay, what I'm getting is that pile 1, you're freeing yourselves from a person who used to make the decisions for you. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, it could be a spouse, your partner. You're slowly, wow, okay, pile 1, your heart is growing cold to a person because this person used to either unknowingly or knowingly dictate your decisions and you tended to listen most of the time. So now that you're realizing all of this, I feel like you're growing cold to this person. You're detaching yourself emotionally. But now also what you're realizing is how hard it actually is to make decisions. Yeah, oh my gosh. Ace of Cups reversed. You're pulling back your love, pile 1. This feels like for those of you who are into astrology and if you know what progressed natal charts are, it almost feels like your moon sign is moving from a water placement into an earth placement, specifically into Capricorn. You used to be very emotionally, I want to say impulsive, explosive, like your feelings just would burst out of you. You couldn't control them, and now you're moving into this very earthly, grounded energy where you have your guard up, you're keeping a cool posture and expression, you don't let your feelings show. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. I'm also getting that maybe you shared creative ideas with friends or people who did not appreciate them. It almost made you feel like you're not original enough. It made you doubt yourself, and you're pulling yourself from that situation. The Ace of Cups reversed is showing that right now you may not have the energy to be creative. You may not feel like you're inspired or whatever, but that is because you've got other things to solve. The Fool, yes. So this lack of inspiration is not because you've done something wrong or you tired yourself out. It's more because Spirit doesn't want you to focus right now so much on your creation and ideas, but more on creating a new beginning. And this new beginning is more, how do I say it? It's more boring and materialistic oriented. It's more 3D oriented rather than you know, rather than a creative journey. Right now, making this new beginning work for you is more about solving problems, doing your duties and responsibilities. So you kind of have to persevere through this stage of not having so much fun with your purpose to get there. And I know it's not the ideal thing to hear, but this is what I'm picking up on. I don't know why I'm getting with that. For some of you, you either want to change your hair, or there is a friend with a crazy hair or whatever that is your main supporter. Someone who dyes or cuts their hair very often, and very often in a distinctive way. I'm just being drawn to a person's hair, and I'm getting that this person is actually your main supporter, and it's actually gonna be there for you. They're gonna offer you that stability and familiarity that you need to move on, like that root that keeps you grounded even when you're moving through storms. But definitely, guys, you're going to foreign lands, new places, um, and yeah, your life purpose might feel a bit boring right now, but I told you why. I told you why. What blessings or something interesting that is coming up with your life purpose? Okay, Five of Cups. Five of Cups actually, I don't know why I'm thinking of theater. I'm thinking of poetry. I'm thinking of studying artists or studying poets who have passed away, but they left an impact on the world. You might study some art history or like history of creative people. And for those of you who are once again into occultism, esoteric stuff, who are studying magic, you might be studying protection and how to repair an energetic field. Some of you are connecting with your divine feminine, the Death card. It was in reverse, but I want to look at it this way so I can channel the energies. Yeah. I mean, what did I say? Repairing energy fields. For those of you into the occult, this is what you're gonna be learning. You're gonna be learning about rituals and initiations. You'll be facing your fears. Yeah, like for those of you into spirituality and magic, you're going very deep, very, very deep. And for the other people who chose this pile, you're connecting first of all with your divine feminine. This, you guys, is about mediumship, period. Many of you might feel guided by a loved one who passed away, by their journey. You might feel connected with their wisdom at this time. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of guidance from the other world. The reason why you might be less extroverted, more into your shell, is because not only you're dealing with, responsibilities, and you're pulling away your energy to kind of sustain it for later, but I also see that all of you will be much more in tune with the other side. And this being in tune with the other side sometimes requires us to be quiet, to minimize the noise and the energy that comes from other people, to really focus on our inner worlds, to be able to clearly hear the guidance. Many of you are finding new rituals, new ways to meditate, to hear clear guidance from your spirit guides. And this is highly encouraged at this time. Pull yourself from the noise of the external world so that you can really hear what they're saying, really connect with them. And this is all through working with your feminine energy. You're learning how to, because even for my females here, I think you're more comfortable embodying the divine masculine than the divine feminine. Let me put it this way. So for my workaholics, it's time to rest. I feel like just the things you enjoy doing have tired you out, because Spirit is really trying to show you now is not the time to focus on these things as much as you need to focus on some duties and responsibilities. So that's what I see for your life purpose. I hope that was helpful, pile one. I'm sorry if I went on a rant. Let me know if the messages resonated. Overall, I feel like you're just rewriting a huge portion of your story, because it's no longer gonna be what you believed it's gonna be. So yeah, this is pretty much what I've got. Let me know in the comment section below how you resonated with the messages. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, because it really supports my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let me take a sip of coffee before we get into it. Okay, so pile 2, those of you who picked the Tiger's Eye crystal, let's see what messages come up for your life purpose. Wow. This is a really beautiful card. Okay. Many of you are tapping into your childhood dreams. I don't know, I'm getting that this is something that was a spark that was ignited in you since your childhood, but now you're seriously tapping into it. You're seriously finding ways to manifest it. Learning about the law of attraction is big, practicing the law of attraction. I'm hearing you practice what you preach. So you're gonna get what you see, what you dream of. Oh my gosh, Kundalini. Yes, Pyle, too. Hello. Hello, hello, powerful souls. Yes, I love this. Um, Kundalini. Okay. You guys are in in such alignment with your dreams, with your desires, especially those of you who are scripting, you're writing down your goals, you're journaling. You have been clearing so many blockages to get yourself aligned with your goals, with your dreams. I also see a partnership on the line for you. Not yet, for those of you who are single and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, partnership. Not yet, but soon enough. Soon enough. Okay, Water Guardian, connect with your emotions in reversed. Actually, that's a positive thing. This card reversed is a positive thing. And the ego, see from a higher perspective. Okay, so pile number 2, I don't care how old you are still wiser than your age. Many of you have actually, weirdly enough, a beautiful connection with Saturn, and Saturn is a very difficult planet to work with because it teaches you the tough lessons. But I feel like pile number 2, you're so willing to learn the tough lessons, that Saturn actually grants you that wisdom, that authority. People feel like they can rely on you. People feel like you have some sense of authority, like you've achieved something that makes them respect you, whether this is on a personal or a professional level. With the Water Guardian reversed, actually, why I said this is a good thing, it's because you don't let your emotions sway you. Some of you have been struggling with depression in the past, is what I'm getting, and through many self-help and self-learning modalities, you got to a point where now you don't let your feelings sway you as much. I mean, it's okay to feel your feelings, your emotions, but it's not okay when you allow them to rule over your life, right? And this is what you're learning, and this is what you're mastering. That's amazing. I love the energy here. Okay, let's see what else. Some of you might have been having dreams, is what I'm getting. Dreams that are somehow connected to your life purpose or to your love journey. I'm getting that your dreams right now are very prophetic, very intuitive. And I'm also hearing in your dreams, you read the energy of a situation much better than in real life. Many of you are mastering the ability of being an empath, and instead of a curse, you're making it a blessing. Because being an empath can be super tiresome. It can really, really mess up with you. But you're learning about, first of all, different ways of practicing empathy, different ways of using it as a psychic tool. Because empathy is not just, being an empath as a, you have this intuitive gift to read emotions or whatever. It's also about showing empathy, giving it to people. So you're practicing more compassion and empathy towards others, but you're also empowering yourself through the fact that you can feel them. I'm hearing that you are embracing parts of you and gifts that you have that in the past you didn't embrace, you didn't want, you thought it was a curse. And how this connects to your life purpose is because your life purpose basically will transform you into the person you're supposed to be, into the best version of you, by taking you on a journey. And here this is where you are on your journey. And all these little steps that you're taking are helping your life purpose to manifest. I'm actually seeing long distance communication with people who are involved with your life purpose. I'm seeing you guys giving a portfolio or a work to be reviewed by people who might live on the other side of the continent or the planet. This is there's something with long distance here, and between people who can help you with your life purpose and you, and you're sending them your work. I see many people here into the visual communication field, the psychology field as well, and the health industry. Okay, we've got the bridge. Yes, definitely. Long distance between the people you work with and you. So, the bridge. Many of you, your life purpose revolves around creating an international community, a global community, connecting with people that you've never met. So I would assume that you're gonna use social media for that. You're gonna use technology for that. You're gonna use your presence to create these connections. You don't yet see the desired results, but they are coming. And I also see that you should be very open to collaborations to gain public presence and to gain that influence you want to have. And when I say influence, I don't mean it in a, like negative, egoistic way. It's having influence gives you this ability to share a message that can be heard by more people. And when you have that, you have a great gift to create change in the world, right? So this is what you should be focusing on when you want to gain some sort of popularity or public recognition for what you do. The focus should always be on, I want to share a message. Not, I want to be seen and acknowledged. I want to share a message. I want my message to be heard. Not me, the message. I think that this is also something you're learning. Many of you are learning and refining what your message is. What are you giving to people? Because it's not about who you are, and it's not about people seeing you. It's about people seeing your mind. So some of you might actually have to overcome some self-worth issues about your looks, and to just show up on stage, on camera, whatever it is, and to, start speaking your mind, start letting your soul show through. I don't know if in the past some of you faced people who told you you're a fake, because what I'm getting here is that some of you have undergone a drastic change in your personality and how you present yourself to the world. And I feel like some people from the past might have accused you of being fake, of pretending to be one thing when you're not. They might have been super triggered or confused by your sudden change. But the Kundalini card shows me that whenever you have that alignment, the Kundalini alignment can actually completely change you. And that's okay. you know, yeah, it's like you've shattered people's idea and fantasy about you, and people are never comfortable when their structure is being shattered, whether this structure is um, the idea that they had of someone and they got comfortable with who you used to be, and now that you're growing so much, you're growing wiser, you're growing different, it feels uncomfortable for them. I mean, they're also changing, but I'm just sensing specific people from your past who they don't even want to acknowledge their successes and changes because they're too focused on others. Maybe you used to be like that as well, but now you're moving out of this energy. I'm so happy and proud of you, Pile too. You have some really beautiful colors, beautiful imagery, very positive. Like maybe you've been focusing on positive feelings, positive thinking. The fact that the overall like images on the cards give me this positive, happy vibe shows me where you're at currently. Let's see what is going on with your purpose, Pile 2. Everything you need to know about your purpose. Six of Pentacles. What did I say? Be very open for collaboration, give and take. So for those of you who are into social media, you're just into that type of business. I do see sponsorships. I do see specifically with clothing brands or I'm getting also some cosmetics. 10 of Cups reversed. Oh gosh, I can see it. I can see how some of your family members, this is not gonna be for everyone, but some of your family members secretly are either a little bit jealous or they just don't believe that what you do can take you beyond the level you've achieved now. So what I want you to know is that even if you feel like you've reached a threshold you cannot cross, you cannot go beyond it, like you've reached your limits, you are limitless, Pile 2. You can go even further than that. And I think some people in your family might think that this is only how far he or she can get. And maybe they don't want to tell you, but I just want you to know, and I want you to give up being defensive about your dreams. You don't need to defend your goals and dreams and, protect them with words. All you have to do is take action, manifest them, and let your results speak for you. Three of Wands, okay. Yeah, the Three of Wands is actually really going beyond. I mean, it's the first time I see this card this way, but it is about going beyond what you believed was possible for you. You think you have two paths and you have to pick, but then you start walking on the freaking grass and you realize, oh my gosh, I created a third path for myself, a third route for myself. What's in store for you? The Three of Wands is also you guys awaiting your blessings. You've walked the journey and now it's time for a sweet dessert. Eight of Cups reversed. So what's coming up for you in your life purposes? Once again, you might face a moment where you feel like you want to give up because you're no longer progressing with what you do, but the bridge is showing that you're transitioning without giving up on what you've already put so much work in. So some of you might feel tempted to create a new beginning or whatever, and that would be great, but please do not abandon your foundation and your structure. Everything you've created up until now, do not abandon it. Yeah, some of you, your spirit guides are very big on give yourself time, let this grow. Do not give up too quickly on this. You might feel tempted to do so because you might find something that would work out quicker, but it's not gonna be your heart's desire. Eight of Wands. You'll be communicating, you guys, with people all over the world. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed, but I'm gonna put it like this because I don't know, my intuition is just telling me to not read it as a reversed card. Actually, yeah, now that I look at it, I could get the message. But this card, like that, shows that you're finally getting out of a loop. Maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over again because it worked once, it's gonna work twice, and the third time, and the fourth time, but it becomes something that, how do I say, does not give you soil for growth. You're doing just the same routine over and over and over. The Kundalini comes up to shake things, but once again, this change, this escaping the loop process will happen with what you're currently doing. You're gonna shake things up, but it doesn't mean that you gotta leave behind your creation up until now. Also, this is about you guys are outgrowing your old mindsets. You're leaving an old mindset that kept you stuck, or it didn't allow creativity to flow. Actually, what I see with the Water Guardian reversed and the Wheel of Fortune is that your brain has been too focused, too stuck on one particular way of doing things that you could not allow new ideas to come through. What I see is a conversation with someone from a long distance or some sort of collaboration is inspiring new ideas for what you can do with your tools. How can you get creative with your tools? Something new to introduce new energy in these old, very stable structures. So you can leave the plateau phase. Yes, that's exactly what I'm channeling. I'm channeling that many of you have hit a plateau phase that might tempt you to walk away, but your spirit guides are saying this is temporary. You will always hit plateau phases. They are temporary. These are phases that allow you to stop, breathe in, breathe out, and look around yourself and realize how far you've come. And then you can continue again. Success is not always like that. Sometimes, oops, you stay here for a little bit. You might even go a little down, but then inspiration hits you and you start to go in the right direction again. You start to go up again. But I would say the biggest thing I see here is overcoming karma, learning karmic lessons and freeing yourself from the karmic entanglements. This is amazing. This is amazing. So pile 2, I think that's all I see for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading and you got the messages you needed. I hope you resonated. Let me know in the comment section below. I love to read your comments. Maybe share a little bit of your story if you want to. If not, that's okay. And yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, because this really supports my channel. I am forever grateful for spending time with me here, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Pile 3, hello and welcome to your life purpose reading. So those of you who picked the opal stone or maybe the moonstone, I'm not sure if they're the same thing. I think they're not. Anyways, you picked this pile. Let's see what the cards have to say about your purpose. Okay. I'm trying to tune into your energy for a little while. I'm seeing so many animals. So many animals are present. You have many animal spirit guides. And you're very connected to them. I feel like since you were a kid, you were very connected to animals. Maybe you've done meditations like a vision quest type of meditation, and you meet your spirit animal guide there. It's this shapeshifter energy. So with your life purpose, things are changing very quickly for you. You very quickly adapt to new ideas, you grasp new concepts quickly. Some of you guys are supposed to create new trends in your field. Brahma, okay. And Radha. Oh, we've got 2 deities. Okay, so what I'm getting is that whatever you do, you will really stand out, because you have to feel satisfied with what you do. You have to stand out. You're currently developing a sense of style, a sense of aesthetic, a sense of what you represent in the field you work in. Some of you might be working on a book, because what I'm getting is that you are birthing a whole universe. You're birthing a whole world where people can immerse themselves. Like a whole universe with the characters, with the lands, the houses, everything. You're birthing a universe. And this can be, any type of project that just makes people feel how do I say it? It's like when you start watching a movie, and even when you start watching a series, right? And even when you're with your friends, if you think of these series, it's your mind goes in a completely different place. This is what you're creating. Something that can take people in a brand new universe. Peacemaker, let go of the need to be right. And Winter, take care of your needs. Okay. Okay, so your life purpose deals a lot with your relationships with people and your independency. You might feel alone right now, loners, but what is so significant about the wolf is that the wolf can move alone. It can move alone, but it can also move in a pack. And I think you're figuring out what you want right now. Do you want to move with a pack or do you want to do things alone? Because I'm getting that if you do too much of one or the other, it's gonna it's gonna get toxic. It's gonna become toxic. Some of you might be into cooking, is what I'm getting. I'm getting like a kitchen. So this, for example, for you guys who are into cooking, into being a chef, creating a whole universe could be creating your restaurant where people feel like they know your name, right? When they think they want to go to your restaurant, they know exactly what they're gonna get, they know exactly what atmosphere they're gonna enjoy. Or you're gonna create a cooking show and they fall into this different space, into this bubble where your personality overtakes them, uh, your gestures, the decor of the place where you cook, of your kitchen. For example, that's just an example, but I'm trying to show you how you guys can apply this message that you're creating a universe for people to your situation. What I'm getting is that your biggest gift when it comes to your life purpose is that people love your presence. It can be a bit even intoxicating, but in a good way. It makes people relax. It makes them forget about their problems, really. Some of you might have very hypnotic eyes. Um, and every time you are in motion, you work on your purpose. Everything you do, everything you put your energy imprint on, um, when people connect with that thing, they feel hypnotized, they feel activated, they feel cleansed, they connect to their higher self. So yeah, you guys, whatever you guys do, it helps people connect with their higher self, and this is your mission, this is your purpose. So that is the trick here. Your purpose has to do with your relationship to other people, how you move with them, how you work with a group, but it also has to do with your independency and your independent mind, your ideas. Because your ideas come from your higher self. I also get that you might have a lot of different ideas, like you can see a lot of different futures for yourself, because many of you are tapping into parallel timelines, parallel universes, and you can see how your life can unfold in different ways. And this is what makes you a shapeshifter, this is what makes you so flexible. It's almost like you can experience all these different parallel universes at the same time, consciously. Some of you might be learning dancing as well. This card is just very essential, very much sacral chakra energy. The pleasure of food, the pleasure of the senses, um, the pleasure of dancing, yoga. And you make people immerse in that. You activate their senses, their scent, their smell. So maybe you're going to include aromatherapy in what you do. Some of you might be making oils. Essential oils. Okay, we have the flame. Honestly, I don't know in this deck what each card means specifically, but I go intuitively with these. So yeah, if you've been working with this deck and you think my messages do not match it, that's why. So let's see the flame. A big part of your purpose is to move through life and inspire people, to spark that flame inside them, to spark that passion. Also, what I'm getting is that many of you actually can help lost souls find themselves, find their passion. You might be, even if you're not in the psychological field, you might be really good at extracting information out of people. You might be really good at making them find out about their emotions, what they truly feel, what they truly think. You ask the right questions at the right time. And I want to reassure you that even though you're a shapeshifter and you switch things up and you adapt quickly, many of you, what you are onto right now is going to remain for the long term. Because what I'm getting is that the flame, right? The flame of a candle, it's just a small flame, right? But it can go on for a long time. I don't know why Spirit gave me this metaphor, but basically, you can go on longer than you think. Also, with this card, what I see is that you are rising into clarity, determination, and passion out of a very confused place. There is chaos, confusion, and within the darkness, within the unknown, there was only this flame, this little flame that guided you. And also, in a dark room, a candle will not light up the whole room. It will light up just what's close to you. So you can take only one step forward. You cannot take too many steps forward. So you guys are very much in the present moment. And this is why actually you connect with the parallel universes, the parallel timelines. Because when you're so present, your consciousness is much more expanded. And what I see is that this flame only illuminates the next step and the next step, because with your shapeshifter energy, you can quickly get lost if you see the entire journey. You only see what is present now in this moment, but out of the chaos, out of the confusion and the darkness, you emerge into a state of focused intention, clarity, knowing, passion, commitment. So what is next on your life purpose journey is commitment. You're committing to one universe. You're committing to one timeline. You're making peace with letting go of all the possibilities is what I'm getting. Spirit might even take away your power to see, to see all the possibilities because it wants you to focus on one thing. The Magician. Okay, I like that. I like that. You've got the Magician. And you have the Five of Wands reversed. You guys are learning how not to give two shits about what people think of you, what people what people think of your journey. Also, big message. Some of you might have received help in the past, people giving you resources, people giving you the tools, and now they're trying to act entitled to what you're doing. They're trying to control you in some manipulative way. Don't allow that. You're not gonna allow that. This is narcissism and manipulation on another level. It's that subtle, I helped you, now you owe me. I won't say it, but you're gonna feel guilty because I helped you, and now you have to return the favor. So you're freeing yourself from having to return favors or whatever, because was it really a favor if you didn't do it from a heart space? Actually, with you guys, with your attitude, you're teaching people about themselves because you're mirroring all the hidden manipulation that they tried to do. You might be dealing with Scorpio moons, a lot of Scorpios, and water signs. Unevolved water signs are the most manipulative ones, I swear, especially water moons. Unevolved water moons. You are realizing you don't owe no one nothing. You didn't make them help you, they did it on their own terms. They don't have the right to ask you to return the favor. This is manipulation. This is not fairness or whatever. It is manipulation. I had to get this out. Someone needed to hear this message. Okay, Ace of Wands. Yes, oh my gosh, yes. Yes, so pile number 3. I'm so happy for you because what is happening is that you're stepping in a position of power where you no longer need the material or emotional help and support by other people who showed their true colors, especially them. You are now picking up your own tools. You are able to provide yourself with the finances or whatever you need to pick up your own tools, create your own thing, become fully independent. Many of you guys are becoming independent. Maybe some of you wonder why now? Why not earlier? Why did I have to go through all of these lessons? Because you had to teach others. You had to teach others. And you had to become stronger yourself. Because I'm getting a lot of Aquarius energy. You're going to stand out with what you do. I told you at the very beginning, you have to be unique with what you do. You're going to create a whole universe. So you had to become stronger because when you stand out, you could be great, but you can still face a lot of criticism. And what I love about pile 3 is that you don't care about the criticism. Those who support you and love you for what you do are gonna be enough to sustain your purpose. So if lately you've been facing like people criticizing you or whatever, I want you to know that there is a beautiful, amazing community coming your way, supporting you, being in awe of your independence. Independency, sorry. So the biggest message from Spirit is the more you rely on others to provide you, especially with the material tools for your purpose, the more disconnected you're gonna feel from it. Because it has to start with you and from you. The Chariot reversed. Oh, some of you, there is a masculine energy that I'm getting who really betrayed you. This masculine, it could be a father, it could be a brother, it could be an ex or a current connection. I'm getting that there is a masculine who abandoned you at a very vulnerable moment in your life. It was a tough lesson to learn. I feel like many of you are learning about your intuition about people, because I think you want to see the best in people. You want to give them a chance even when you know they're no good for you. You just want to give them a chance. But this taught you that you can rely on yourself, and when your intuition tells you someone is not good for you, you gotta listen to it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, your purpose is about your career and everything, but it kind of gets more activated by your relationships. King of Coins. Maybe you relied. I'm getting a big theme here about relying on people financially who would guilty trip you. They would make you feel guilty for helping you, and the fact that maybe you're not giving them what they want. They would manipulate you because they had this material power over you. And I think this is Cinderella on the card. And what is the story of Cinderella? The Lovers. You guys will be connecting with people who share your story. They share your journey. And I think for now it's all about you. You know, your journey, your purpose is all about being independent and stuff. But at some point I see you working with people. And the Lovers is Gemini energy. It's about communication. Some of you might become bloggers or journalists. You might create a magazine or something, or work for a magazine. For many of you, your life purpose will be extremely clear, and it's going to start working really quick for you when you get yourself your own home, your own house, or a new house. Maybe you've been manifesting your dream apartment. I see that in 2 years, many of you will have your dream apartment manifested. Or you're gonna have your dream studio manifested. Okay, so what I'm picking up on here is that you guys need to work on your abundance belief systems and mindset, because money is important here in order for you to get yourself the tools, become independent just as you want to be. You gotta work on your abundance mindset. Affirmations are very important. Reprogramming your subconscious about money. And I also see you guys, this might sound a bit weird, but I see you investing in the ugly and making it stand out, beautifying it. So investing in the ugly might mean that you're gonna invest in something that nobody sees potential in. You're gonna invest, for example, in paintings that people think are weird, or you're gonna invest in a home that looks ugly and it has no potential to become a dream house, but you're going to transform it. Some of you might be into architecture, to get into architecture or interior design at some point because you have an eye for this. But what I'm getting is that you have this ability to, everything you touch, you can beautify it. Everything you touch, you make it gold, even if it was just plain metal. You make it gold, you make it important, you make it beautiful. So that's what I see for pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope you resonated with the messages. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like the video, share, if you have a platform, subscribe to the channel, because this really supports my work and it supports the algorithms and everything. And yeah, thank you for spending time with me. All of my information for personal readings is in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this and I gave you some clarity or answers to your questions, or confirming what you already knew intuitively. Bye!